for what he has always been doing. He is a faithful God, and there is none beside him. We praise his holy name and we give him the glory that is due his name. God is awesome. He is the awesome Father. There is none beside him. And then we worship his majesty. We say, Lord, to you be all the glory forever. In the name of Jesus, we join the host of heaven to worship you, Lord. And we say, you alone are worthy to be praised. At an hour like this, at a moment like this, receive all the glory in the name of Jesus. So we are going to be talking about how we are to actually maintain our joy despite all odds, at all time, at all circumstance. And I want to believe God that we will definitely going to get something this morning because God is faithful. There is none beside him. There is none like unto our God in whom we have to do it. And so we just brush that. We're going to just be talking, generally about life. Our talk zone is very much interested about talking generally about life, but because it has to do with joy, we look at a particular Bible verse like we've always done. Father, take glory and let the right persons that are supposed to be hearing us this morning come on board. Bring them wherever they are, and may they give ears to what you have to say, even to your people at an hour like this. You are the only one and faithful God. In the name of Jesus, when you send forth your word, there is healing for the people. And we declare, oh God, let there be healing as your people listen to your word this morning. Let there be healing. We declare for healing in the name of Jesus. As your word come forth, may they receive that which only you have designed for them. You send forth your word and he heals them. So we are going to be chatting this morning, or this hour. And I want to say that by the grace of God, someone will get something. So let's quickly look at the book of Galatians, chapter 5 and verse 22, that says, thank you, talk for staying on. God bless you. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy. Joy always is my interest. Whenever I am talking, I am interested in people having joy. I want to fight and I want to tell people that you don't have to allow your joy to be tampered with. No one is big enough. No one, no circumstance, no situation should be able to tamper with your joy, because the joy of the Lord is your strength. Thank you so very much. I am fine. God bless you. Thank you for joining in. But the joy of the Lord, which people have lost severally, or not giving attention to, recognizing that it should be, giving attention to, many people have lost this joy. Nothing, no matter what, is big enough to steal your joy. Thank you, everyone that is joining in. Please stay on. And I want to assure you that you get something because I speak from my heart. Thank you, Anya Baden. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for staying on. I'm not going to talk. Don't leave without subscribing and liking. God bless you. You always get value for what I have to offer. The joy of the Lord is given to you as a gift, and God is interested in seeing that this joy is maintained. Happiness, if you can afford to keep yourself happy. Thank you, Sidon. All right. Okay, you can hear me. All right. Let me see if there's something in that is tampering with the voice. I hope you can hear me truly. All right. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? Let's get some up if you can hear me. God is interested in you maintaining joy. And so our interest is to see that you have joy. Nothing should tamper with your joy, because your joy is a gift that God has given to you. All right. He said, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness and self-control. One thing that God designed for you to have is joy. All right. Joy is God's design for you. At all time, at every given point, God expects you to maintain that joy. And so I want to emphasize that, whatever it is, that character, that, part of you, that gift that God has given to you is expected to be maintained. All right? You're supposed to not to allow anything that will steal your joy. And so I want to just wind up, because I'm always talking about joy. You don't allow someone, hurt you. You don't allow, no matter the situation that you see around you, hurt you. No. You don't allow, the happenings hurt your joy. You don't allow possibly the loss of joy hurt your joy. You can have control over the joy that God has given you the ability to have and to maintain. Something terrible must have happened, but the Bible still makes us to understand as Christians that we should count it all joy. Everything that is happening around our world tells us that we should not have joy. Things get difficult by the day. But I keep talking about joy because when our joy is not handled, it has a way of affecting everything that we do. You don't allow for anything that will tamper with your joy. You don't allow for you don't allow for the government of the day. You don't allow for anything, whatever name it goes by, tamper with the joy of the Lord that you carry and you should carry. You don't allow family, whatever it is, to tamper with your joy. Thank you very much, Education and Health of Child Foundation. Don't allow for anything whatsoever to tamper with your joy. Especially when it comes to your marital home, to the home front, in your relationship. I want to just speak forcefully this morning that you don't allow for anything that will steal or hamper your joy. Your joy is paramount. Your joy is necessarily the most important and it should be maintained. If you miss it somewhere, yes, you get up. Even the Bible will tell the Christians that one thing. What is it? It says to them, when you fall, maybe you have made mistake, even though the righteous fall 7 times, God is able to lift them. Even if you have lost loved ones and you've lost so much resources, you've lost so much money, you've lost so much, your capital you've invested in a business, you're not having joy, will not bring it back. You have to have joy to be able to maintain sanity, to think and know what else to do. If you do not have joy, oh my God, you're going to be combating with situations and issues that will not allow you to think straight. Your joy should be safeguarded. Even in the book of Nehemiah, we are told a story that, when the people, we are told of the wrong way of life they have taken, and then God was like admonishing them, encouraging them to come back. One thing that happened at that situation, at that moment, at that momentary time, was that, God was now telling them, via his prophet, that no, stop crying. The joy of the Lord, go eat, relax, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. The joy of the Lord is your strength. The joy that God gives is your strength. Not your neighbors, not people around, not your colleagues are good or are given the power to steal your joy. Do not allow for anything that will tamper with your joy. I always give a story of, people that have lost people in their life. Let's say the loved ones died or something. And then the people come to visit them and they are the ones giving comforting words. No situation is big enough. You must have passed through a difficult, problems or situation and you are still in it. But if you cannot help yourself, it's good that you cannot help yourself. If you cannot help yourself, there is a God in heaven. There is a help coming that is able to help you out of that situation. No matter the crisis, no matter the hardness, when you hold on to God, that situation can be handled. But when you choke your head with, what next can I do? Who else do I report to? And you are not calm within, because joy brings some calmness. Joy makes you happy. When you are confused, you don't know what else to do. Joy tells you you can make it. Joy tells you you can make it. Do not allow anyone to give you emotional blackmail. They emotionally blackmail you and make you feel you have to pay for certain things. You have to be in pains. No. Anyone in your life trying to emotionally blackmail you, I want to say to you that it's a wrong spirit. Do not give room. Toxic people, put them far away. Anything that want to, strive for your joy or want to steal a portion or a part of your joy, fight it with everything that is within you. Fight it. Fight it. I got someone, I was in the bank one of those days to withdraw money, and then right there the man had come earlier before me, and he said he mistakenly, I don't know, the ATM machine swallowed his card, and after a while they would bring it out from inside, and from the inside the banking, I don't know, hall or something, brought it out for him. But what will happen is that after a short while, they were withdrawing his money, and it wasn't a banking hour for him to stop it. And then the security man there was not telling him possibly his card has been swapped. And the money was being removed. And I was feeling so concerned for the man. But the man was very calm. He said, if my concern is that this money is made for a project and it's for people, what do I do? But at the end of the day, he kept peace. Somehow, at the peace that he had, it's not that he had it, it was a difficult situation, but one good thing about the man, later on I will understand that people came through for him. And he was able to, he couldn't recover the money from the person that was stealing it, but people came through for him and was able to make much money and then was able to carry out the projects. You don't know the plan that God's had for you. You are in a relationship and it's like, if I give up, I'm not saying give up in your relationship, but if it has become toxic and it's going to squeeze life out of you, say no to that. By trying to find a way, seek counsel, look at what you do, just to see that your joy is maintained. You have lost it in what you are chasing over time. I have had a situation whereby I lost so much. I lost and I lost and I lost. And I had to pray to God and I had to ask, but I wasn't hearing anything. And I lost again. But I kept my calmness. I kept knowing that as long as I have life, nothing will steal that which God has given to me. As long as there's life in me, I can still pick bits and pieces of myself and I can still run again. And so I have this thing in me, encouraging people all the time that your joy don't need to be tampered with. You don't have to go emotional about anything. Someone can be in your life, for example, a family, whatever it is, someone that you've trusted, and they hurt you big time. Yes, they hurt you big time, but do not allow it. It's painful, yes, it's painful, but you don't have to in any way allow it to tamper with your joy so that you can reason. People come into our life severally at different time per time to fulfill an assignment. If someone is in your life and his assignment is finished in your life, you have to understand how to let them go. You must understand how to let them go so you can maintain your sanity. The person don't have to be in your life forever. I'm not talking about when there's a bond of marriage. I'm talking about when there is a situation, by the grace of God, where someone just came into your life as a friend, as a family in quote, and it's time that the person has become toxic, that is not happy anymore, and it's not, it's not adding value anymore to your life. What do you do in such situation? I beg you, my brother, I beg you, my sister, I don't know where you are or where you're listening to me. Get up from that crying place where you have been hurt and take a decision, either to send the person out of your life, but in wisdom, and begin to think about a way of moving forward. And think about a way doing something, either via counsel or relying on God to tell you what to do, so that at the long run, you will have your joy back. Your joy is more important, no matter what. Someone says to me, I packed all my savings and I applied for this visa through an agent. There was every assurance, every papers were all made, everything was all, in place, and yet I was denied. How do I start? Then we are giving birth. One thing we should know about God is that everything that happens to in our life, there's a lesson to learn from it. We were given birth by our parents. That's what I was going to say. Helpless. A little baby that I just born was helpless with nothing. We're just going, knowing that there's always food. And I like the Bible that says we should always pray for our daily needs, especially when it comes to feeding. Pray for your daily need. Desire for your daily need, because the orders that are so big, God is able to handle it. They gave birth to a little child, and the child is helpless. And the child keeps growing. And one day the child grows up, goes to school, and somehow collide with destiny and begin to be a champion that is now a blessing to generation. The same way, even if you lose anything, you have lost anything, I want to assure you that God is able to send people your way, to send you help that you pick up again. You must have seen as if you have lost loved ones. You pick up again. In my life and time, I'm in my 50s at this moment, but I have seen people, that got married and then they lost the loved ones. They got married again. They lost the loved ones. They continue in life. No matter what you have lost, you can continue in life. You can continue in life and don't allow your joy to be tampered with, despite and in spite. Someone would have said, I've invested so much in your life, and then the person wants to hold you bound. And because the person has invested so much in your life, you do feel guilty, trying to, wanting to get yourself off that person. But I want to tell you one thing. If it's time for you to move forward, you move forward. Do not mortgage your joy. Do not, put yourself in slavery and in bondage. Do not put yourself in a tight corner and in prison because you want to forever stay pleasing that one person that feels he has done you well in life. There is time to move forward. Ecclesiastes said there is time for everything under the earth. There's time to also move forward. There's time to wipe away your tears. For God's promise is that, at certain time, as the time comes by, God shall wipe away the tears from your eyes. God is interested in wiping away your tears. So do not allow sentiment or emotion make you cleave to a particular way of life that will not keep stealing your joy. You try to please people. You try to please people. You try to please men. Each time you try to please men, you don't get what you are expected to get. Oh, beloved, do not allow for such. And I want to shout this aloud. I'm not afraid of preaching what my heart said I should preach or talk what my heart. Because if you're not passing through it now, or you haven't passed through this stage of life, someday, soon, you see yourself passing through the stage of life whereby people want to press you. They want to put you under. They want to compress you not to live the way you should live. Do not allow for that witchcraft. I call it witchcraft. I've been to a situation whereby everything I have was packed down. Someone said to me, I just bought this car, and as I rode it out, somehow, something happened, malfunctioning, something happened. The car that I just bought with all the monies that I have caught fire with no tangible explanation. I only thank God for my life. The car is a write-off. At this moment, the car is a write-off. I can't do anything with it. And I took my life savings, so much money, to invest in buying that car. But I said to her, and she said to her, I got to move forward. Despite the situation, you have to think about, you have to move forward. Those things that you have lost should not define you. No. You lost the house, you lost the wife, you lost the spouse. They should not define you. What should define you, I tell you the truth, is what God has said of you, not what man thinks of you. Think you lost the job? Yes. Sit down, calm down, and begin to think what else. And then the Spirit of God that's in it, inside you, will tell you what to do. It will tell you what to do. The Spirit of God will definitely tell you what next to do. Calm down. You were disappointed by the person that you so much, cherish. You so much hold in high esteem. Calm down. Sweetheart, calm down. My friend that is watching me this moment, please don't forget to subscribe. Calm down. Don't forget to like. Calm down. I'm telling you, I've passed through experiences in life. All those things will come to pass. Do not be sad. You are into an addiction, and it has driven you to the place whereby you become the sorrow self of yourself. You become a shadow of yourself. Yes, the act was wrong, but what am I telling you to do? Am I telling you to remain there? No, what I'm trying to tell you this moment is that get off that place that I've caged you. Get off it. Yes, you feel like going back to the addiction. You feel like, oh God, it's like, sometimes you see yourself going back there, but I want to say to you, do not get yourself worried. Just make a determination. One day, gradually, I entered here. Gradually, I will get out of it. Your joy is no longer there. Your mental health is being affected. But I want to tell you one thing. As long as you can be strong, as long as you can tell yourself, I'm making it, I'm moving on, you will make it. Your joy will be restored back again. The fact that you missed it yesterday does not mean that you must remain in that prison of sadness and joy. Get up like a strong man, a strong woman, a strong child, and take up yourself and fill yourself with joy again. Let's come to this analysis. If the joy that you have is like 50%, given to you, if it's 50%, I want to tell you that you can beef it up to 60. You can beef it up to 70. You can beef it up to 100, over 100. You can, because we are given that power, to keep growing, to keep growing, to keep growing. You can make it. You can make it. You can excel. Your joy can come back. The right person. One thing about the spiritual things, some of this attitude, is that it attracts. You can attract lively people. Yes. You can attract joyous people. Yes. You can attract comely people. Yes. But when you become a sorrow part of you, sorrow part of yourself, when you become depressed, it's difficult to attract nice, lovely people. It's difficult. It's difficult to attract like-minded people. You can only attract like-minded people when you wear that garment that you want to see, that garment that will make you happier and joyful. Someone says to me, I'm finding difficult to be in a relationship. Why? Because I've been disappointed. Hey, it's normal to be disappointed. It's normal. I bring you good news. It's normal to be disappointed. It's very, very normal to get disappointed. But one thing I want to assure you is that even though at the verge of being disappointed, you can still rise up again. You can still wear the garments of, permit me to say, the normal way of life. And as you wear that beautiful garment, the right persons will come. You can have great joy in your relationship. God will send you, or whatever, God will allow for right persons to come into your life that will not make you cry. That I've seen people in relationship, they're like, this person is a gift. My spouse is a gift to me. My wife is a gift. The children are a gift. My husband is a gift. My colleagues are gifts. You know why? Because you calm yourself down just to make sure you receive, oh my God, from He that cannot disappoint, not by your own wisdom and calculation. Wisdom and calculation have hindered a lot of people severally. It has killed a lot of people. Your skill that you have acquired from the 4 walls of school or educational sector can fail you. But one thing that cannot fail you is when you rely on God and nature, which is also God is in, to give you that which you desire. Peace is paramount. Joy, your joy is paramount. Look inside again. That is what I'm here to charge you. Please subscribe to the channel. Watch all my videos. That's what I talk about. Your joy, your peace. Peace can be restored back to you. Fullness of all that you desire. Everything that you so desire can be given back to you if only you know the right thing to do. And one of the right things to do, if you can, today, peradventure, you find yourself whereby you are locked up and your joy is tampered with, please take yourself out. Give yourself some treats. Come back, drink. Just reason. What do I do? And rely on God to send you the right persons. Send you the right people. And you'll be amazed at what will begin to happen to you. Laugh often. It has a way of, making your joy stay on. Laugh often. Eat what makes you happy. Watch, but don't be addicted. Watch things that keep you joyful. Hear the right message. Hear the right message. Hear the right message. Listen to the right people. Get mentors. Listen to people that will always tell you good things. When you listen to my shorts, just go open my shorts after this scene. You always hear something that will keep you, on top. You are too good. You are too handsome. You are too handsome to be brought down by anything. You are too great. You are too lovely for any situation to pull you down. You are precious. God made you so great. Do not allow sorrow. Do not allow sadness. You are not created. You didn't go to all the school. You didn't acquire that work that God gave to you just for anyone to keep you sad. No, you don't. You didn't. You didn't get to where you are for you to be brought down by sorrows. No. You are where you are, allowed by God for you to keep improving and keep getting better. And I want to tell you that you can still be better than what you are or what you are having at a moment like this. Do not be distracted. Do not be lied upon. You are precious. You are great. You are precious. You are great. You are a nation. You are not alone. Because from your loins, nations are coming. You are a nation to be reckoned with. Many people are looking for that wisdom that you carry. Do not allow your mind to be confused by anything. Do not allow your mind to be confused. Many people are waiting for you to unleash out of the great wisdom that God has put in you. How dare you? You do not allow anything like sorrow or sadness. You do not allow for it. You do not allow for it. Someone said, I've been ill. Yes, you have been ill. Receive healing by the special grace of God. But I want to tell you, seek the counsel of doctors or medical, professionals, and do whatever they ask you to do, and try to give your mind peace. Seek the advice of medical doctors or help. Try to give your mind peace. No one takes life but God. If God said it's not time for your life to be taken, no one can take your life. No illness can take your life. No matter what it goes by. At the name of Jesus, every knee bow, and every tongue confess that Jesus is Lord. That I tell you without mincing words. Do not allow for anything that will tamper with your joy. Even if you are at the sick bed right now, just be calm. Expect a visitation from God, using the doctors or whoever that is around, just to give you that which is rightly yours. You can make it. You can excel. You can be a better version of yourself. That you are, inflicted by one illness. Yeah, people have gone through it, and God can give you a miracle. When you can no longer help yourself, when the doctors can no longer help you, there is a God that can give you a miracle. You can't help yourself any further. Why don't you just rely on God that can give you a miracle? You had a bad report. And then Isaiah, the book of Isaiah chapter 53 will tell us, which report should we believe? Now you cannot help yourself. Now which report should you believe? Do you believe the report that has been written for you from the laboratory? Will you believe the report that your body is telling you? It's better to believe the report of the Lord that says you live on. You are not dying. You can make it. It's better to believe the report of the Lord and not the report of man. No matter the situation you find yourself, young man, young woman, aged, whatever, please do not allow your joy to be tampered with. You are not about to die. You are not created to just come and die. You only die, you are expected to die after you have outlived your days and you have fulfilled purpose and you have fulfilled, destiny. Then you can go. Then you even crave to go. Someone said, I've been disappointed severally. Ma, you do not know what I'm going through. I agree. I have been disappointed severally. But I tell you the truth, you can still walk out of it. You don't owe your life. Your life is the hand of God. Do what He says you should do. Count it all joy. I've seen someone who went out to work, and before he came back, he was being called that his house has been raised down. House that was bought, under mortgage and gradually paid over years have been brought down by fire. What do you expect that person to do? What do you expect that person to do? What do you expect this said person to do? Well, tell me what you expect this person to do. There's nowhere to go to. Every single pin in the house was raised down. Everything that this person has was taken away from him. Oh, and I tell this person, calm down. Calm down. But guess what was happening? Before you knew it, friends and family started calling. They started contributing. They started blessing over time. And this person was able to acquire another house that was even better than that other one. I have a very close friend who in the morning, Sunday morning, they had to go to church. That's a live testimony. And before they know something, fire robbed the house. It almost similar to like the one I just finished saying. Fire erupted, cut off their house. But guess what? They couldn't do anything. The man came, the husband of the woman, because the man was not around, but the wife went to church. The family, friends started contributing. They had bought the house, actually. Started contributing. And so there was, a lot of resources. They had to renovate the house.